If you'd like more content, head over to my website, faithfullygrowing.com, for a link to 25 of my most popular guided IFS meditations. Welcome to another episode of IFS Meditations and Insights, a podcast exploring personal growth through the lens of internal family systems. I'm Tim Fortescue, your guide on this journey, an IFS-trained practitioner dedicated to nurturing spiritual wholeness and healing. In this compassionate space, we delve into self-discovery, uncovering inner wisdom. When we embrace all parts of ourselves with love, we can better receive divine love and extend it to others. My hope is that what I discuss here will illuminate your path, bringing you inner peace and a deeper connection to the sacred. Together, we'll learn how IFS gently transforms our relationship with ourselves and the world. So settle in, open your heart and mind, and let's dive into another episode. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about internal family systems, or IFS, and the Enneagram. IFS shows us we have many parts inside us, and the Enneagram explains 9 personality types. By using IFS with the Enneagram, we can get a better understanding of our system and of the system that those we may be working with. For example, I identify as a type 9, the peacemaker. And it helps me and other 9s understand our need for peace and other desires like loyalty, being loyal to others so that we can find more balance within. And as those that are regular listeners know, IFS is a therapeutic approach that explores the various parts within our psyche. And it suggests that we're not just one unified self, but a collection of subpersonalities or parts. And these parts can carry different beliefs, emotions, and memories, influencing our thoughts and behaviors. And the gifts that these parts bring at their best do define who we are at our core and ourself. The Enneagram is based on personality. It identifies 9 distinct personality types, each with its own set of traits, motivations, and fears. It explores how individuals perceive and respond to the world around them. The system is represented by a geometric figure with 9 interconnected points, and each point corresponds to one of the personality types. The Enneagram goes beyond surface behaviors, and it delves into the deeper motivations and underlying patterns of thinking and feeling that shape an individual's personality. It's commonly used for self-discovery, personal development, and understanding interpersonal dynamics. I'm no expert in the Enneagram, but I am trained in IFS, and as I mentioned, I know that my primary Enneagram type is a 9. And being a type 9, we're often referred to as the peacemaker, and we're known for seeking inner and outer harmony, seeking a sense of peace and tranquility. And they can, however, struggle with inertia, getting going, self-neglect, and disconnection from their own desires. And that helps me understand how my internal system works a little better. And let me give you a brief overview of all of the 9 Enneagram types and see if you can resonate with one more than another. Type 1, the reformer. The type 1s strive for perfection. 1s are principled, organized, and have a strong sense of right and wrong. Type 2, the helper. Type 2s are generous and nurturing. 2s seek approval and love by helping others, often neglecting their own needs, though. Type 3, the achiever. Success-oriented and image-conscious. 3s are driven, adaptable, and focused on accomplishments. Type 4, the individualist. They're individualistic and sensitive. 4s desire uniqueness and authenticity, often experiencing a range of emotions. Type 5, the investigator. Analytical and perceptive. 5s seek knowledge and understanding, often withdrawing to conserve energy. Type 6, the loyalist. Security-oriented. 6s are reliable and loyal, but may be anxious and skeptical, seeking reassurance. And then type number 7 of the 9 Enneagram types, the enthusiast. Adventurous and spontaneous. 7s avoid pain and discomfort by seeking new experiences and distractions. Type 8, the challenger. Assertive and decisive. 8s are protective and confrontational, valuing control and power. And then finally, the type 9, the peacemaker. They're easygoing and agreeable. 9s seek harmony and avoid conflict, often merging with others' perspectives. So think about these 9 types. Each type has distinct strength and challenges, and individuals often identify with one dominant type while also exhibiting traits of neighboring types in the Enneagram circle. And in looking at this in an IFS perspective, each of the 9 types brings us gifts that make up the whole, but generally we can identify with one type in particular, and it helps us know how our system works and operates a little better. So how do these two concepts, IFS and the Enneagram, intersect and complement each other? Let me use my type 9 as an example. When we apply IFS to Enneagram type 9, we start to unpack the different parts within the individual. For a type 9, there may be parts that crave harmony and avoid conflict, while other parts might yearn for self-expression and personal desires. And by understanding and harmonizing these internal dynamics, individuals, and I've seen this in my own life, can achieve a more balanced and integrated sense of self. An Enneagram 9 can identify and dialogue with the different parts within. For type 9, this might include connecting with the part that seeks peace, the part that wants to be loyal to others, and the part that craves self-expression and feeling good enough to lead and to be creative. Through compassionate self-inquiry like this with our parts, we can foster understanding and integration. And as an Enneagram 9, I'm learning to embrace the beauty of my inner landscape. It's helpful to recognize that each part within me and you has a valuable role to play. By fostering a compassionate dialogue and understanding among these parts, we can unlock a sense of inner harmony and greater fulfillment. And so I hope that shedding light on the intersection of IFS and the Enneagram has been helpful. I encourage you to use this tool and other tools like it to get a better understanding of your own internal system in your parts work. And so keep being curious about that system and compassionate. Well, that wraps up another episode of IFS Meditations and Insight. If you would like to know more about your Enneagram type, send me an email to tim@faithfullygrowing.com, and I'll send you a brief assessment that I found helpful, and it may be helpful for you. I hope you found what I shared today helpful. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you'd share it with anyone else who you think might benefit. Additionally, please leave a positive review. This helps new listeners find the podcast. And if you want more wisdom and meditations, head over to my website, blog.faithfullygrowing.com. and there you can find a categorized list of the meditations and insights that I offer, and it's completely free. And finally, I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on the podcast. Feel free to reach out anytime by emailing me at tim@faithfullygrowing.com. Thanks for listening and being a part of this community. Remember to approach yourself and others with compassion. We're all doing the best we can with the tools we have. And I look forward to our next time together. And until then, take good care of yourself. Stay curious if you can. Try to welcome all the parts that you encounter on your journey.